So, that has been my life since Memorial Day. That's every treatment that I have done since Memorial Day. And I left you guys on a high, but underneath, I knew there was something there. I felt like I needed to step away because I wanted to make sure that if I'm delivering a message, that it's a message that is authentic and real, and I understand it, and it's serving you, but it's also being filtered through me to you. And I had been feeling a lot of self-doubt, and I wanted to kind of sit with that. And I guess I've been praying a lot. I'm going to get to the point. But I've also been so frustrated because I'm so tired I get tired of doing all of this. And so the interesting thing is I've been praying, and I'm really grateful for where I am. Trust me, from where I've been in the last year and a half, and where I am now, it's it's completely different. I was homeless twice, and now I have a home, and I almost lost my home, so really that's 3 times. And but I struggle with why I'm here in this place. God, why am I doing all of this? Why do I have to do it all day, every day? Why? When I work so hard to be a good person and a servant, and for not just me, but for people all over, and try to be love and try to spread God's love. Why am I still struggling financially? I don't even know if I can get groceries or can I keep my home, but yet I'm doing everything you've asked. And I'm still filled with doubt. And I understand it's a process, but why is it so hard? And then I'm on social media and I see a picture, and it's a picture of a former home that I had with someone, and this home was supposed to be our home, and the way it's done was supposed to be the way that we were supposed to do it together. And now that home is whole, well, it's decorated, and I'm not a part of it. So then these emotions of rejection, you're not good enough, and this person that has no idea what their actions caused my life, physically, emotionally, all of it, and yet they're picking out $1,000 pillows, and here I am doing everything I can to be everything that the Lord wants me to be, and I'm still struggling, and I still feel tired of doing these treatments. And I get, as much as I am so grateful for this life, it still is really difficult at times fighting this battle. And I do feel I'm just so tired, just be done. And the thing is, it's not that I want to be back in that relationship, because that's not the type of man in life that I want. I've grown out of it. It's one of the reasons why it wasn't working. That person didn't want to grow in the direction that I want to grow. And so it's not that. I have to figure out, I've just spent on the phone with my aunt and then Miss Susan, who's this beautiful human that has studied the Bible, and I called her and I'm like, what do I do? Like, what is it about this that triggered? Is it envy? Is it rejection? Is it the devil trying to get in when life is good and I'm at peace and I'm grateful and there's something that is spiking? It's like the home, you know, he came after the home, the heart. But I'm so red. I'm not gonna let it. I still trust God. And no, it's hard though, because I'm like, why? I feel betrayed. I do. And I'm sitting here looking at this thinking, the scale doesn't seem quite even, you know? But then what can you judge from a picture? And I think the more important thing is, I don't want that person to be miserable and unhappy. But I don't want to be either. And I think I have to figure it out. I've got to dig in a little bit and realize that there's something there that hasn't been healed. And it may not even have anything to do with him. It may just have something to do with me realizing that there's been other projections of unworthiness through him and my mother. And I gotta find a way to and know that what I wanted in a family of my own doesn't mean A, I don't have it here, and B, doesn't mean that it won't come. And I just really have to surrender and trust. And I still have wounds just like everyone else, and I don't always know what to do with them. And I wish that there wasn't evil in the world. I wish that people were more compassionate and had empathy and understood what their actions did to other people. But I watched this sermon earlier today that was about 3 different types of people: evil, foolish, and wise, and what to do with the spirit inside of you dealing with the evil and the foolish. And what's interesting is I watched that, and then probably a couple hours later, this happened. And I identified both my mom and him with these 2 characteristics. So I know, but yet it spiked an emotion with me. So I'm fragile, and I really wanted to take some time for myself, which I really am, but I felt called to share because I know it's not just me hurting out there, and you're not alone. And I don't know the answers, but I know I have to trust. And I know I can't be envious of anybody else's situation. And I can't go back. And I love the person that I am now. And if I would have stayed there, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. And I'm really proud of her. I've been through some stuff, and I'm excited for the world to see. And I know that the rewards will come, and they already have. As I told my aunt earlier, I said I'm in the ditch. I'm still in the ditch, but my ditch has white sand and blue water. So, and she said, well, mine's markings and it has beer bottles in it, so I think you're okay. And I am. I can go to my most favorite place in the world anytime that I want, and I did. I went out to the beach tonight, and there was a lightning storm happening in the middle of the ocean, and I'm walking back and forth, and I'm talking to her, and I'm working through it, and I'm like, where are the pills when you need them? I got rid of all of them. But I went out, and instead of taking something, I just felt it. I felt all of it, and admitted to the things that I felt, and wanting, him to hurt as much as I hurt. And that's not really what I want, but it is an emotion that I have, and that's something I have to work on, because it just means that I need to keep working on myself, right? And among other things. So I'm gonna let you go. Just pray for me. I'm gonna be okay, but it gets overwhelming. I got a business and a health concern, a terminal illness that kicks my butt every day. And I'm fighting against a lot, just like we all are. But God's put me on this journey for a reason. And all of that, the picture, the house, the relationship, the whatever, is all worldly. And it's hard to separate at times. But the truth of the matter is we're all here to learn about God and relationships and the relationship with Him and Jesus. And we all think that we're here for ourselves, and we're supposed to go to school, get married, get the job, whatever have you. Kind of did that backwards, but... And really, it's not it at all. It's to learn about God's love and to share it and to bring other people into that world, because they're lost. And this is just a holding place, a teaching ground, if you will. So when I can put myself back into that, and I know the mission, and I can stay focused, but I'm human, and we're human, and it's a human emotion that I had, and it's to learn a lesson, to then teach. And I'm just like, tired of being the sacrificial lamb, if you will, but it's my calling, and I'll do it as long as He wants me to do it. And relationships are here, and as much as people want to say, well, I'm just going to be single and live for myself, I think that's the most selfish thing that you can do. And I think the most rewarding and beautiful thing you can do is find love for yourself and love for another, and be able to give that love is the most beautiful thing. And I'm really proud that I can sit here and say, I love, and I love. I love, and I love. And what you do with that love is a reflection of you. And what I do with that love is a reflection of me. And I can only hope to continue being the love God wants me to be. Anyways, I'm gonna go, but I'm saving all of these for a year, and I'm gonna make a big piece out of it, which is why I have all of them. So that should be interesting. I'm gonna go do my treatments, and I don't even know what to ask you to pray for, but maybe some discernment and some peace and some healing that still needs to be done, and some being grateful, continue to being grateful, because I am grateful. I'm very grateful for what I have. And I wouldn't go back if someone gave me $2 million. So there you go. Talk to you soon.